beautiful sky. Come on, this sky. I always be looking up. People like, what you looking at, God? God's creation, the beauty of it. It takes my mind off of whatever's going on. Looking at how things are so intricately woven, not clashing. It's like, it's like everything go together. In His perfect way. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the ride. Southside Chicago is just so beautiful. I mean, it's nice. Just getting off Wizard. Just got stopped early in my tracks and then got stopped again later on. Yeah, man. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I tell you the truth. Until you get around people, I'm learning not to be too much of a people person. Although I try to be. You gotta be a people person, especially if you want the chosen. You gotta make room for God's people. That's why He gave you these special attributes that you have. Things that you're capable of doing and getting done that others seem to get stuck at. There's no coinky dink. We are sons of Yahuwah, the Most High God, the true and living God. I was on my way home and I seen like shit, no cap, 15 police. I could see the lights flashing from a distance. I'm coming off 63rd heading home, going south, and I'm like, huh? Shit, I get up the street to what's that, 66 in Cottage, 67 in Cottage. It's a facility over there, a storage facility. Then it's a church, it's a parking lot, then it's a church. I seen the police pulling out the red tape. I'm like, dang. I wonder if something happened in that building. It's another building adjacent to the church. Right across the parking lot. It's a little parking lot, then it's a building over there. I'm like, damn, I hope I ain't found nobody dead in there. There was so many police shooting up out of 71st as I'm riding past. I'm like, there got to be a dead body. Got to be. Then they pulled the red tape, started taking it off. They had the yellow out there. They didn't put the yellow up. I'm like, okay, I know what that red tape means. Lord, remember your people. And I'm hoping that's not what it is. But I know when I Google it and ask the phone, what's going on 67th and Cottage? Why would the police call to that area? It's gonna be something I don't want to hear. I'm seeing so much police activity now that it's nice and people are out and about on a consistent, moving to and fro, doing what they're doing. I don't understand how people. I don't get it. I used to understand, but then times change. I grew up. A lot of things I'm not into now. I'm trying to be right with life, period. And whatever comes with that, I'm prepared to deal with it, to correct things. It's a lot I want to do before the most I say, before my time. I ain't gonna say the most I, but before my time, it's a lot I want to get done. And wealthy and that's number one on my list. I'm trying to get to the wealth. It's an experience, but every day it's a process. A consistent process. Woo! It's gonna happen. Process. Trust the process. I seen somebody make a post like, I don't want to hear that. Trust the process. They must have had a raw deal. I used to say the same thing. Yeah, I trust the process, but things wouldn't turn out in my time. In my time. Not so much that it wouldn't, what I was, the seed that I planted wouldn't bring forth the harvest of that seed I was planting, right? I wanted it in my time. I want to speed up time. I was the master of time. And we are the masters of time. We are the masters of ourselves. But it's a journey getting there. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to master yourself. The Messiah was a master. Didn't he say be like the Messiah? Didn't he say when you receive him and you operate, when you receive him, then you got to move. Your spirit must align in a certain manner that's that's consistent with the instruction that he has given us. I knew that was these shoes. My son gave me these gym shoes. These shoes, I seen them, Nike passing them out. And I love that bubble on them. These joints. I was like, wow. They was all black and red. They got a killer bubble on them. I'm like, holy smoly. I don't know, they must be something. They spend too much money on these damn shoes. For me. The money y'all spending on shoes, you might as well invest in the company and get the shoes cheaper. And they might give them to you free, depending on, the level of your level of ownership. Might give you a discount. I'm quite sure they would. You buy into a stock. I'm sure they'll make you an offer. They want to keep you comfortable. My homie used to get them clothes from them places. Hold on. I need to run in the house. I ain't gonna run in yet. I'm gonna sit out here. I should have brought everything I was gonna bring out. That was slow ball. It's been hot. That sun been whooping on me. It's like I was just stuck in slow motion on my way home. But I wasn't in slow motion when I seen that red tape that stopped me in my tracks. I stopped and pulled my bike over. I was like, holy smoly. Then so many police just started converging on that one spot. I'm like, let me get out of here. That's crazy. And like I said, I prayed and moved on. It's like my head was just stuck in a fog. Sitting in that damn sun and working all day trying to figure things out. That a lot of you doing a lot of, and I mean sitting there going through instructions, the information that I know, and constantly reiterating and reiterating, like I was second guessing. Probably jank myself with that, and I know better. Don't ever second guess yourself, because I'm like, what led me to that point was that okay, you got the stuff, homie. You are the solution. So you should be getting stuck, but it's not that you getting stuck. Sometimes you gotta walk away, and I'm one of them dudes that grind. This ain't the street. You gotta fall back. You know, you gotta something you're looking forward to this week. I have a question and answer sticker. I can't say really what I'm looking forward to this week. It's really one day at a time. Do I think about it? Yeah, but it's It's really day for day when you think about it. You prepare and put things in place because you never know. But I always had the notion that I would live just as the most I said. Man, to get what, 120 years at the most? I done seen my ancestors live 100 plus in real time, so, and to 99, you know? It's possible. Yeah, if you put them old crazy eyeballs on that fella, what's wrong with you? Like the video. Bring your crowd over here. You want to see a crowd of people. Why ain't just be chilling? A lot of people don't want to hear the truth, baby. Like you said, they want to hear drama. Drama will cause people to come and spark it. But no, I'm not feeding that. If I feed that, then they gonna continue to look for that. And that's not I'm not substitute. Spirit bears witness to the truth. And if what you saying is the truth, people know how to research. They gonna come back in here. And I ain't got 400 subscribers for nothing, baby. It's just I don't offer a lot of what the world offering. I'm chill, laid back, you know. You want to come and hear what I'm talking about? That's cool. You don't, you free to keep moving. You want to go hear the drama? Go hear the drama. Me and you just had a lot of drama back and forth. I guess I should have made a video on that, huh? We'll get a lot of likes on the drama. I guess. Mm-mm. I'm just joking. Because I said some things that is worth paying close attention to. The nigga might be crazy. You know, sometimes y'all be killing us. I just sat there and watched my buddy go through this same shit early, and I'm like, bro, I'm looking like men going through the same shit. No matter who you are, what level of income you got, it's spiritual. And we sitting there just laughing and keeping chopping it up like this shit is ridiculous, bro. It ain't just me and him. It don't matter what age you like, man. Look, we need to get us a motherfucker. We need to get us a building, a living unit. Bring all the men there where the men can go to work daily, 7 days a week. He ain't got no job. Whoever got their own business, you hire them. I don't know what the hell Generation X waiting on to do something like that. What we don't got, us that do got their feet planted and have a foundation that they know they got, like us that's been to school and got a specialty education. I'm quite sure you utilizing it on a daily. Why in the hell can't we as a people that's constantly talking about what others ain't doing or won't do, why don't we come together and do it? That's your reparation. Because then they're going to be hating to see y'all come together. Hell no, y'all the reason. Y'all the reason they got all these shops in the community. Y'all, they want to reach y'all. Imagine if we control it. And it ain't just the women, it's the men and the women. They act like the women just, everything just plopped in a woman. A child just plops in a woman. They don't need a man. No, that's witchcraft, family. Because at the end of the day, when you look at it, look at the playing field. They women stick together with their men, and they know their ass is dead wrong, wicked, or moving in righteousness. And I've been here 54 years, and I ain't seen too much righteousness coming from them. They getting worse and worse, if you ask me, straight up. But as long as you out of that frequency, you in the world. That's when, see, now that's what we're going. It's not about your religion, but then again, it is, because if you connect to them and you putting all that before, like I heard the sister. There's a lot of sisters I heard say that. Talking about they put the party before their people, like black people. Y'all the only one do that shit. And what have it got you? Okay, you got a few people that got access to things and got some things. I'm talking about as an overall majority where you can bridge the gap. You don't need nobody else to come in and do nothing for you. You can do it. You let your light shine. What the hell? I don't care what it is, you do it. This the time we in, and that's the level we should be moving at. And if ain't nobody supporting what you do, you support yourself. Learn how to manage your little pennies, like I'm working on. They gonna talk about y'all. You been doing that forever. Well, maybe if y'all ass assisted us and stop trying to critique and support what's already established, because there's tentacles to it. I can see if your man out there doing some dumb shit, and y'all support the dumb shit. I know more cats who ain't bit more turned a wrench or even know how to put a fucking light bulb in. They calling me. You know, like what the fuck? Well, she taking care of him like he the motherfucking King Almighty. Like what the fuck? I gotta work. And when it's slow, y'all already know she gonna be going in on your ass. Oh, you need to quit that. You need to support what I do because there's many tentacles. I take my pennies and put it back. Put it back in and try and multiply. Some of us be slick as hell. You know, some you get and a lot you don't. It is what it is. But the show don't stop. No, the show don't stop. We got the goods. We utilize them on a daily. And hell yeah, we expect to reach. We ain't out here for nothing. At the same time, I expect who God gave me to support what I'm doing. I don't give. We want to see an end result. The thing is to support it. And I don't know why a lot of people be doing that shit. I got something where it has people calling me on a consistent and not deliver. If that ain't something to invest in, there's something wrong. Something really wrong. Yeah, keen in on it. Know how to make the deal. I say that, but truly, I believe I know how to make the deal. Set it up and get the wheeling and dealing, baby. We in retailing. You selling parts. I sell parts every fucking time I fix a car. I'm the one recommending what it needs, where to get it from, getting on the phone, making these calls. So I'm not questioning. No, I'm not questioning who I am, what I'm capable of. I'm questioning why the fuck we don't support what's viable and always talking shit. That's crazy. Don't get us. Then it could be the people you around. If y'all ain't like-minded, it could be, yeah, okay, you an entrepreneur. So sometimes you might hit or miss. Shit, your partner might not understand that shit. They got a job and they clocking. They like, "Huh." But that's the shit I'm talking about right there. We're in this together, then your job becomes my responsibility. My responsibility too. If you got it going on, let me get that card. I'm gonna go get some things and put in place that's gonna facilitate, but that's gonna help everybody involved. Not just me, like, get the fuck out of here. I've never been a selfish type person. Never. I just stopped doing some things. I can be honest. I stopped doing some things. And sometimes some things be kind of slow. But I ain't tripping because I know what I need. And when I get that bread, I know where to put it. It's going to come. I get phone calls every day. I got a few cars over there. It's just the damn parts. Now, today I got the parts for the BMW, but the BMW is something I did before I even had to even take care of what I need to take care of. Then I got a call. I didn't even get a call today from one I was supposed to handle. I'm like, okay, that's going to, I can eat a little bit. Okay, put this in the kitty. You know what you need to take care of, put it in the kitty. And plus, I still, like I said, I got one, and then I got another car over there. I got quite a few cars now. It's just getting to them and cracking. I had a sister, okay, sister brought her car. I got to figure why that her damn fan won't operate. I'm going to shoot some juice to it and see if it even works. If it don't work, well, I can determine that it's the goddamn fan and not just the relay for the fan. In which I bought a relay, like, okay. And I should have checked the other relay. I could have owned it out to determine if it was up, if the drop was within specification. I didn't do that. But they're gonna bring it back tomorrow. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna own that motherfucker out. The actual fan. I know it got power going to it, which I searched. So I'm like, damn, okay, but it's not activated. But how it's activated, which is a different type system than like a Chevy. They got an actuator through the power harness. Plug the harness into the actuator, then the actuator plugs into the fan. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Hey, how you doing? Alrighty. I'm like, what kind of ring ding crap is this? And it's a Kia. And I'm like, oh, Japanese tweaking. They system ain't like an American car, which is cool. Look at the layout. Look at all the relays. Look at all the fuses, which all the fuses are good. Switch the relays out with functioning relays that were good. Change them out, and the relays still have power going to the fan, but like that goddamn fan. She talking about that's a new fan and all that fan. I'm like I said, I'm gonna shoot some juice to it. Get a battery and run a line. Hit the positive and the negative with a car battery, and put some juice to it and see if it operates. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use my charger. I got a jumper. Turn that jump on and put some little wire leads on it and connect it. I need to go buy some of them. Remember them weed holders? Buy some of them motherfucking weed holders, and I can connect it to those leads from the ends of those connectors for the wiring harness. You shoot some juice to it and see what it does. That's what I'm gonna do first. Shoot some juice to it to make sure that motherfucker work. Bypass, which I did, I attempted to jump the freaking fan through the. I should have had to call home, dumbass. And I thinking, like I said, I got beat down by the sun. I ain't afraid to mention what I overlooked because the objective is to get it right. And I do know how to get the job done. That's some tricky shit. I'm like, this different. It ain't, excuse my French, but it ain't like no Chevy or Honda or, I ain't gonna say a common U.S. car, but it's not with the way that fan is, it's a fused area. What the fuck? I need to see. That's a brand new relay she bought. A resistor. Not a relay, but a resistor. It plugs the harness, then it goes to the resistor that mounts to the fan around the what they call it, around the shroud, the fan shroud. Plus she just got a fan, so that's good. Hold on to that fan. Don't take that fan back. Like I said, I'm gonna shoot some juice through that fan. Bypass the connection from the harness. Put some leads on the tip. Twist some wires around it. Positive. Twist a nice thick gauge wire around the positive and a nice thick gauge around the negative. And twist the same thing around the battery. They still popping fucking fireworks. And jump it. We're gonna power it up to make sure it got power. Should I run into a fuse and then from the fuse to it? No, because that's what got me pissed off about it. All them damn fireworks. That's how people get shot. Some of that shit be shooting off. I'm like, that don't sound like no firework. And people tell me, you don't go, no. I'm going home to develop a concept well. And the only way I'm going to get it is to be obedient to the Most High. That's what people don't understand. Because then I know they religious. You don't want to hear about Jesus because you know your church bullshitting. Excuse my French, but they bullshitting. A lot of people talking about they love God, they, into Christ. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can't sometimes the most high. I don't care what people say. And if the way that people say they represent the kingdom is where else you getting it from? You go to church, you follow these pastors, and yet you still reject the truth. Like, God is the truth. And he just happened to send his word. He wanted you, which is a book of instruction. It got nothing to do with no religion. You are God, children of the Most High God. You, the human form, he created not all of us. Some of us are different. Some of these people ain't acting like they half retarded and don't want to do right. They are off. You know, some of them are set apart for perdition, set aside for perdition. And I read that in the Bible. It ain't nothing I'm making up. And you wonder why. You like, why do these people do what they do? Especially these people y'all following your politics and all that. Like, what the? These people promise they gonna do A, B, C, and D. They didn't got their well with the truth. The onus is on you. Hold on. You got to make it happen. You got to establish the authority of the kingdom because you're the representative of the Father. You have to establish that authority. I guess my mind was, I don't know, people be provoking me. I got a dark side. And I got to stop. Ain't no excuse for even mentioning it, though. I got to stop that. So that move, I got to get away from people I'm familiar with. I got to get away from some people I'm familiar with because the right side don't come out of me. But I got to master the self. Got to master I got to master whatever's out of order. Ain't no excuse. Man, whew, man's work is never done. You got to master the self. How you think you're gonna control anything or scale anything and you can't master your mouth? Simplest things. Discipline, physical exercise, rest, eating right, not being, in everything. Stand in your lane. You dig? Nurturing your power. Start back making power moves, family. Real power moves. I don't know about no struggle. I never had it like that. But then I understand. You got to stay dedicated. You got to stand 10 toes firm. You can't waver. The minute you waver, you forget about it. And you can't care about who don't support what the fuck you doing. That's energy. And everybody ain't gonna understand because most I didn't have no board meeting when he was giving you your instruction. When you seeking him, you be by yourself. Your parents can't do it for you. Your uncles, aunties, brothers, or sisters. Nobody. You gotta do it yourself. That's what's up, bruh. But I wouldn't be playing that shit. That's what's up. Nice little Jeep, top off. You ain't gotta take the doors off. Cause these clowns, you taking a chance with the top off. If they shooting, I want every window up. I want the top on that mother. I don't want the top. They shoot too much around this motherfucker. I was making a video one day and man, it sounded like Iraq over here. I'm like, what the fuck? Which I hadn't heard that in so long. They had stopped. I cut my video off. They still popping fucking fireworks. They love destroying shit. You gotta get off that. It's time to build. I know I am. Like I said, I'm gonna make me some power moves. See the popo riding this bitch. They going wherever that motherfucking sound going. Why them niggas keep popping? Draw the police to you. That's crazy. They going right where that motherfucking sound at. I seen that truck somewhere on was parked. They probably, yeah, they were in the Airbnb. Dig that. The Airbnb on blah blah blah. I forgot they got them damn Airbnbs over there, y'all. I don't know, but yeah, I gotta tighten up. I've been working out. I ain't work out today though. I had been doing it consistently too. And it's been good, man. Although I can't be sleeping under no goddamn fans and air conditioning. So I've been making pallets. My lady looking at me crazy. So who the hell sleep on the floor? Like, girl, you ain't never had no fun. I know you booze. Shit, we had pallets. You feel me? What? Weekend, we in the front. We got the TV watching all the good stuff. Man, you need to go and smash that motherfucker. It's over with, bro. Let it go. It's over. Dog. You can get a noise ticket for that noise. Let it go. So like, who the hell sleep on? Girl, me. I'm an adventurous type dude. I ain't no. You can't domesticate Wayne. Although he's gonna be respectful, he's gonna be honorable. He's gonna be honorable because that he can't put his hands on you, whoop your ass when you got him, when you trying him and you know better. I don't know why women be doing shit to piss you off. But at the same time, as a man, you got to be stoic, bro, because they coming. You know they coming with that mouth. You just gotta walk that shit away. You gotta walk that shit away, real talk. All it takes is one time. Your ass will be in jail. And they'll be out this motherfucker. You think you doing something. Fuck a physical beat. Ain't no physical beat. I'm putting my hand on nobody worth my freedom. They'll have me in that bitch while they making, what is it? I don't know how much they make a year now. It was like, what, 30-something thousand when I was in that motherfucker. They making way more than that now. So I'm like, oh, hell no. Damn. Hey, that shit seriously shook the motherfucking atmosphere, family. That detonation. Take that motherfucker to the junkyard too. It's over with, homie. How in the hell y'all? God damn. Y'all hear this shit? Them fireworks. One of them detonations, family. You know how you feel pressure? I felt the pressure for one of them detonations. Like it was some dynamite stick. You know they have them dynamites and shit. dynamite stick. But I felt pressure, like you know what I'm saying? Felt that shit in the atmosphere. What kind of fucking what they putting in these fireworks? That was some heavy shit. That one that went boom. I know it's probably a half a stick, could be a full stick, but that shit vibrate the atmosphere. I don't fuck around. I stopped that. I know my lady like, we don't go nowhere or do nothing. I'm tired of his ass. I'm gonna get somebody new. Okay. I hope that motherfucker be what y'all be looking for. Women be killing me with the. I ain't saying she said that, but I can imagine what's going through a woman's mind. I done been there before. And when they tell you they gonna do that, bruh, man, look, I ain't trying to rain on your parade. It don't be cause you gotta be cheating. It could be okay. She probably feel you ain't spending enough time with her. You ain't taking her enough. You ain't going places. You ain't doing nothing. She don't see just being together and chilling and kicking it and as life unfolding, dealing with life as an adventure to her. She want to do something besides that. Like, you got to take me out, buy the flowers, be consistent with it, show compassion, you know, cook. That's a big thing they on. Bro, you can't cook, woo woo. You even got some brothers who even go so far as to say, well, I'll take your woman. You don't cook, I'll take his woman. I'll cook. Well, if she let you take her, then she wasn't mine no motherfucking way. What you mean? I don't even get into that. If you got her, she hers, nigga, and now you on lease with her. You just better make sure your time, you better enjoy your time, cause it's gonna be another one. She gonna go somewhere else and lease herself out. You know, I done seen them. I ain't saying my lady doing that, but I done seen the shit. Now, was I a saint? Hell no. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't a saint. So I'm telling you through experience. Am I clean now? Hell yeah. I wouldn't even think about it, family, because I could tell the way this one act. Boy, I go fuck around with a woman, she gonna come looking for me. Because of the type quality person, type of man I am. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. You got to get to know me. You did? You got to kick it with Wayne to get to know Wayne. You, bro, what the fuck you on a mission running from the helicopters? I wouldn't go hide back there because they got a problem coming over this motherfucker. One day I come out this mug, this is about 1,000 police out here. I'm like, what the fuck? It's nighttime, we about to go to bed. And there was so many lights. I look out the night, I ain't noticed, but I looked out the window. There was so many dang on state police up in this. I'm like, what the fuck? Baby, what you the fuck you done did? You better tell me. Them people running off, they finna run off up in here. What they finna sweep or some shit? That's me and my penitentiary ass thumbs. Somebody's they finna sweep the buildings. But they finna come and shake this motherfucker down. There was so many of them. I'm like, what the? But yeah, Trainer Davis. Yeah, bro, you got the shit got the shift. And when it ain't working, sometimes you don't be afraid to tear it all down and start again. Cause then ain't no telling how you may react. It's like holding pressure in. You gotta let that pressure out. Tear it all down, start again. I want to tear it all down now. I like working on cars, but I want they listening to that shit. They already listen to that dumbass song. Out of Chicago, man. Hey, I guess so. They can listen to what they want to listen to, but that ain't no shit I'll be listening to. Lord have mercy. She got the nerve to be on one of them little three-wheelers with some sound. Man, sisters. Yeah, I would send that shit back. I wouldn't even support that. I wouldn't even buy that. For real though. I wouldn't even support that. I don't give a fuck who made it. That ain't no shit you support, especially if you playing around the kids. Shouldn't no kids be out here. Look, Lord support the bullshit. Like, I go to work, I can do what I want to do. Woo, woo. I see a lot of y'all making that decision, and the shit ain't turning out as y'all the way you calculated or thought it would turn out to be. It's not. And then I be like, a lot of them playing games with you, bro. Let me tell you something. You gotta look. You gotta play to win. And don't be scared to lose, cause you might lose. You make one wrong move, you might lose. Damn, man, y'all gonna run the motherfucking man over. You ain't gonna let the motherfucking man cross the street. These niggas retarded out here. That's why I cannot carry a gun. I'm being shot the fuck. That's a moving car. This man got the right of way, which the car behind stopped. The other car went on. Then the brother was walking across the street. The car behind him, which had stopped already, you gotta stop at the stop sign now, motherfucker. They just kept rolling. I couldn't been in that. I couldn't been walking down the street with me. That's why I don't carry pistols. That car is a fucking, you can catch a vehicular homicide with it. So that tells me a cop, you need to come see Wayne, bro. I hear them brakes squeaking. And they squeaking while you just driving. That means you getting close. You cutting into them rotors, dog. And pretty soon that caliper. I had a sister coming there yesterday. Oh God. She needed brake pads. The brake pads was hanging out of the brake hold down bracket. The rotor's thin as a piece of paper. I'm like, sis, you gonna need, but the calipers was busted too. I looked at them brakes. I'm like, sis, the rotor's looking like nickel plate. Hey, she didn't drive it, which I warned her she did not drive it. She understood the assignment. She gonna have to go out and get some money. I see it's parked around the corner, and it's on the right side where they won't get to it. Yeah, it's on the right side where it should be parked. Thursday they street sweeping a certain side. She got on the opposite side, small young lady. Well, anyway, that motherfucker. I looked at the brake calipers. I mean the brake pads. They one of them was on both sides. It's the front. Hey, both of them was hanging. One of them was hanging halfway out the brake bracket. I'm like, what the fuck? On both sides. Then I jacked the passenger driver's side off, snatched the wheel off. I see it then. As soon as I looked at it, I'm like, oh no, you gonna need rotors, you gonna need pads, and you gonna need brakes. I hadn't even looked at the passenger side, but I could tell from the driver's side. I'm like, dang. And she had a baby in there, and I had to drive the car with no brakes on. They like, you gonna drive? I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I can get it in the garage. Don't worry about that. I drove cars from across the city with no brakes. You just gotta know what the hell you doing. They wouldn't know, but it's a way to do it, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Motherfuckers out here driving with no brakes, like what? That's dangerous as hell. But to get it to the garage so it can be serviced, yes, I have done that. And I'm like, no, you can't drive that, sis. I took that driver wheel off that damn thing, started driving. Like I explained to her, you might need one. Uh, you ain't gonna need one, you gonna need two. But I hadn't taken the wheels off. As soon as I took that wheel off, that wheel well had oil all in it. I'm like, see, sis, this is what I'm talking about. Woo. She was like, well, they wanted 80 something for them each caliber. I'm like, they gonna give you some money back. But you gotta take them calibers up there. She was talking about, well, can I pay you some? I'm like, I don't know. If I knew you and you've been dealing with me consistently, I know how to find your ass. I ain't got no problem with it. I would have took half the money up front, give you a week or two to recoup and bring me the rest of my money. I ain't got no problem dealing with my people like that. But shit, I want the majority of it. Cause I ain't going. I got a motherfucker owe me 250 still. She walk around like shit sweet. She lucky it ain't 20 years ago and she older. I'd have been sent one of them shorties over there. Want some new gym shoes? Go beat the brakes off her ass. Go buy some shoes. But I ain't in that type lifestyle no more. Uh, It's a shift. It's not. And trust me, I'm gonna turn the fuck up. I'm turning up. Any car I deal with, I got to have cash off the rip. I'm not looking at nobody car for free, and I'm not giving no low prices. I don't care how long I've been knowing you. That's why we don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? And they'll still go some motherfucking where else. Like, if you don't give them a price, like, take your ass on. I don't need your service. My services ain't gonna be negotiated. Shit, you want it or you don't. And it's consistent. You either want you utilize it or you don't. I'm gonna eat regardless. So, but I'm not dropping my prices for nobody. They can take it or leave it. I got a problem with this truck. I gotta figure out. Get that motherfucker gas like it's gonna jump off the track. Like what the fuck sound is that? Sound it might be the control arm. I need to check that boy. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna put it in drive and raise the engine. I did that and that motherfucker instantly. I'm like, ooh, I need to have somebody, have my dad. It's an all-wheel drive. I don't have a lift, so I'm gonna hit that front. I need to put it on four. That's what I need to do. Put it on four motherfucking four stands. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a van. I'm gonna put it on four stands and put it in the air. Cause I need to know what the fuck that was. That sound, I'm like, what? And I got to, he don't need the truck to August, but I ain't finna hold no goddamn truck like that. Get in there, put that boy in the air all the way around, and simulate driving. See if it can simulate that sound. It's in the air, I don't give a fuck if it break off. That's what it came to do, get fixed. But I don't want to be in motion. But if you just drive smooth, it don't do none of that. Ease into the drive. But if your ass giving some gas, just slight gas. That boy cutting up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it in the, no, matter of fact, I'm gonna have my dad hold the brake and give it some gas. And I'm gonna look under there and look, I'm gonna have that wheel cock where I can see that control arm. It could be that control arm bushing giving way and that metal is slashing up against the car. And I'm like, dang, it hits for a second, a heavy clunk. I'm like, what the fuck? I need to check that first and then snatch the wheels off. I just want to see if it's giving way or if the struts or some shit giving away. And I hear it on the driver's side. And the SRS is on seatbelt restraint system that's connected to the front wheels. I'm like, I'm gonna look that shit up. One more rich nigga cars. Ain't no telling what the fuck going on with it. I'm being honest. Motherfucking Mercedes. And they know I know how to work on these motherfuckers. These cars, I scanned everything. I thought it was the transmission. He like, no, when I'm driving it clump, when I give it gas, I'm like, you give it gas. Is it slipping? Yeah, it's slipping. Okay, I'll check it out and confirm it. And if it is, you know, I got the machine where I can suck that shit out of there and refill it. So I offered him the service. He was like, yeah, okay. That's it, we'll roll with it. But I'm like, no, that ain't it, homie. That's in the wheel. Then the little message up there is telling you the front driver's side wheel is disabled. Certain aspects of it are disabled. And I'm like, yeah, because that's where the motherfucking noise coming from. I'll get to it tomorrow, like I said. Hit that gas fast, hit it fast, hold the brake and hit it. It's gonna show do that shit. I'm gonna see. I just want to see if that control arm is dancing, going back and forth. It could be going back and forth. I'll figure it out. I ain't worried about it. And after that, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on four stands, put it in the air. I know my dad. I should let him drive. He hear that shit, man. What the fuck? But he gonna get on it. So, but no, I'm gonna get on that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get on there. I'll figure them out. That's why they mess with me. Shit, yeah, you got a lot of popo riding. Y'all popping them dumbass fireworks. They sure ride through this motherfucker. They don't normally ride. I ain't never seen no motherfucking police riding like that. I'm pulling up, turning. Lord, I guess they won't sit here. On somebody ass. Yeah, they on somebody ass. Damn bugs. Bugs and cops. The only combination. Oh yeah, they gonna wait for y'all ass. People gonna come speeding your ass past there, ain't gonna pay attention. They gonna mic their ass. Oh yeah, they got their lights on, they flashing on shit. Boy, nobody scared of no motherfucking police. Oh yeah, they moving to a certain frequency. They sitting back. I don't know why people don't. That's why I be like, man, we need our own motherfucking village. We manage it how we manage. Because a lot of shit you can uproot at the source. It's got to be uprooted from the source. You let shit fester and grow, it's going to be a problem that you should have got rid of from the beginning. But you let it fester. No, it's like with me. Shit, I want to be successful. I want to be wealthy. I'm tired of busting my ass. I got a good ass trade, and the way the pendulum is swinging towards independent operators anyway. A lot of people ain't finna be running to no fucking dealership. I don't think so. Or a lot of these independent shops, because a lot of them know what the fuck they doing either. They know some people know what they doing, but I'm seeing a lot of fuck ups. It's like a lot of these mechanics can't do everything. I ain't saying I could do everything, but I can touch on everything pertaining to maintaining your automobile. My buddy brought his woman car over there. She had a problem. Her check engine light came on, and she don't like riding with her check engine light on. That's my big homie Biggie Smalls and his girl Marquita. She brought that joint through there, looked it up, scanned it, looked that joint up, funny code, and figured it out. What it was, it wound up being some shutters. Something you never think of, but I understand its function and how it's designed. I had to look it up, figure out what it was. Yeah, and it wound up being shutters, and it sits right at the front of the inside the grill. But I'm gonna have to take the bump off and everything. I gave their ass a break. I gave them a break. They cool. I wasn't trying to rob them, but they gonna bring it in Sunday. Yeah, I give them a good number. I will get the spark plugs for it. That's a kind of truck is that? That's a Chevy, a GMC product. Go get some my favorite. I got time enough now. I should. Oh yeah, I should ask my man to take me out there to Indiana. Go out there and get some to AC Delco. I'm gonna get some AC Delco. See what if they talking too much, they tweaking. We'll see. They gonna reimburse me anyway. They did leave some money so I can go get the spark plugs and possibly coil boots for each cylinder. I think I tuned that truck up, but then she don't drive that truck like that. Biggie usually driving y'all know how they workers. You man, you got the car driver. No, that's why I tell my goddamn car. Want me to drive your car for you? He don't want to do that, but I'll drive your shit for us. No, why we can't drive yours? Because I ain't the one want to go out all the goddamn time. Like I was saying, that's a problem with my lady. You don't go nowhere. You don't do nothing. Motherfucker, ooh, she be going crazy. I'm like, okay, you got to get back in the game. I did start doing my research to learn who we were, and a lot of things I'm like I ain't getting invested in no more because a lot of that witchcraft and warlock shit, our people right in the midst of it. They're religious ass people. They got a love, they got a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge, and that ain't gonna work in this hour. You got to know that you know what you know, or you gonna have a problem. And I'm finna get out of here. I need to go eat. Peace and blessings. Shalom. Pound people. She gonna